So State Farm cancels 100,000 policies without any warning. I did give a warning. But a warning to people that lived in California. They gave zero warning and canceled all of you guys' home insurance. Listen, guys, I have said it over and over and over. These companies aren't loyal, especially State Farm when it comes to their insurance. And we're going to talk about why a corporation like State Farm would choose themselves over you as the customer. Who would have ever thought that? My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And make sure you check in the pinned comment and the description. I have a newsletter. Yes, a newsletter. And if you sign up for that newsletter today, you will get a step-by-step guide on how to claim the NAR settlement payment, guys. You cannot beat this. It is free. Join today, guys. You will get tons of value. But guys, let's talk about this. So if you guys have not heard, State Farm went in and canceled a bunch of policies.
I don't know.
They are no longer willing to stay in the state of California unless they can charge you an arm and a leg. That's pretty much what they're saying, but you don't have to take my word for it. Let's jump right into it.
Farm says it's paring down its California policies by about 2%. Now, that seems like it's a small fraction, and it is, but still a ton of homeowners, about 30,000, enough to fill San Jose's SAP Center 1.5 times full. Plus, State Farm will drop about 42,000 people who own apartment buildings. It'll start sending out non-renewal notices July 3rd. Some people who watch the insurance world are simply stunned today.
They're stunned. Listen, I have said it over and over and over again. Remember when I was doing videos on insurance and I said, guys, I know you think this is just a little tiny thing that's happening here and there. It won't spread. And a lot of you guys sent me emails. Some of you guys sent me emails and said,
Orlando, come on, man. That's only happened in Florida. Oh, come on, man. That's only happened in Texas. Okay. It's just Seattle, DC. It's just a couple of these places. It's not gonna happen to me. My company will not. I've been with these guys for 20 years. And there's no way they're just gonna cut me without giving me warning.
Oh, well, now we're here. And it's different, right? It's different when it happens to you, when you realize that the company that you've been loyal to for 15, 20, 25 years doesn't really care about you. All they care about is the money. All they care about is the amount of people that they have underneath their insurance policies, paying premium over premium after premium. Now, here's the funny thing about this, guys. Here's the funny thing. This is the reason why I say you need to take care of yourself first and foremost, you and your family, because these guys, State Farm, just got a 20% increase. I just saw where the state of Florida said, hey, okay, listen, we want to keep you guys in the state. We don't want to play hardball with you. Okay, we don't want to play hardball with you. So we're going to go ahead and allow you to charge a 20% increase on the books to customers in California. And you know what State Farm said? Thank you.
All right.
They collected the 20% increase. Not only, guys, remember this, it's not only in the small area. They're collecting 20% on everybody.
It's impressive. You're actually smarter than you look.
We're not talking about how much they increased on individuals who bid claims in. We're talking about people who had no claims, no nothing, all got a 20% increase. And they still canceled people. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I say put yourself first. But let's continue.
Very frustrating.
Amy Bach heads United Policyholders in San Francisco. She advocates for homeowners like you. She's frustrated that State Farm will drop so many customers.
I mean, they just got a 20% rate increase. They just got it.
So why is this happening? State Farm declined to go on camera. Instead, it suggested we ask Janet Ruiz, who speaks for an industry group called the Insurance Information Institute. She says the money we pay for property insurance doesn't cover our claims.
She's about to explain to you the reason, the reason why I had to cut you, the reason why State Farm got rid of all of you guys and said,
Hey, we know we raised prices on you, and we collected those premiums from you, but that wasn't enough because we were paying out more than what we were receiving.
Wait, what?
But here's the question. Didn't you do that calculation before you did the increase?
You got caught. You got busted.
So wouldn't you have known that you needed to increase it so you don't so for every dollar, $1.08 is what you're actually paying? Most people would say that an insurance company, and I promise you guys, this is no joke. I promise you, State Farm went ahead and had a whole team crunch the numbers. Matter of fact, that is what insurance is. It's all mathematics.
And that's free quick maths.
It's all math. These guys did the math. And they saw, oh, okay, we need to charge XYZ so that we're covered. But that's not the point. The point is State Farm knew in the very beginning they were going to raise the premiums. They knew they were going to raise the premiums and still cut over 100,000 people. They knew that. They knew that from the beginning, and they didn't care. And do you think they let California know or anything? No, because they basically have a blank check. They can do whatever they want to do. California is so scared for State Farm to leave the state that they'll do whatever. They'll raise the prices up by 50 to 100% if they have to before they let State Farm leave. I don't care what anybody says. The state of California are on a bunch of these, and not just California. It could be Texas, Illinois, New Jersey, Florida. All of these guys are in the insurance company's pocket, and they will try anything to avoid them leaving. I wonder why that is.
Over the last 10 years, for every dollar of insurance in California, the premium that was taken in, $1.08 was spent on claims and expenses.
We asked State Farm where in California people will lose their policies and how State Farm will determine which customers to drop. The company did not respond to those questions. It issued a statement that says this decision was not made lightly and only after careful analysis of State Farm General's financial health, which continues to be impacted by inflation, catastrophe exposure, reinsurance costs, and the limitations of working within decades-old insurance regulations.
So the PR person for State Farm is saying that, hey guys, listen.
We didn't even know this was happening ourselves. It just kind of happened, and based on the numbers that we just got, it just doesn't look good, and we had to do this.
Now, do you guys believe that? I mean, you were born yesterday, right? These guys literally, I promise you guys, they had a year plan. They knew that they were going to cut these people before they knew they were going to go through all of their policies. It didn't matter if you made a claim in the last year. It didn't matter if you missed a pay. It didn't matter anything. All that matters to them is that they got their 20% increase. The people that they felt were somewhat at risk for whatever reason, let it be flood, fire, earthquake, whatever it may be, they knew that no matter what, they were going to cut those individuals. And this is the reason why I tell you, I know people argue with me all the time. They love their corporations. They love their companies, the companies that they're loyal to. And I'm here to tell you, these guys only look at you as numbers. You need to assess them like they are assessing you. You need to shop around, find the best deal for you, and not just have blind loyalty to these guys and just give them your money. You need to be able to get something out of this. Do you hear what I'm saying, guys? You need to get something out of this. If you're going to pay a premium, you need to make sure that the person can pay the premium. You need to make sure it's at a good cost. You need to make sure that they're not raising the price on you by 20, 10, 15% every single year. Now you're at the point where you're paying 10 times more than you did the first year. And why aren't you looking for another insurance company? Oh, because they're loyal to you. Oh, because you think that they will give you some type of seniority award or treat you better because of a claim because you've been with them longer. I'm telling you guys, that is not the case.
Just a couple weeks ago, State Farm's parent company reported financial results, including a net worth of $134 billion, up $3 billion from the year before. State Farm quoted its CFO saying the parent company remains financially strong.
How they can be reporting good results and then come in and with this announcement, it feels like they're just trying to ratchet up the pressure on the California Department of Insurance to give them more of the items on their wish list.
And I would agree. And you know what that wish list is? At the very top of it, make more money.
Big bank, small bank, I like to make money. All right.
If the state will allow them to continue to go up another 20%, another 30%, and the state will allow them to do that. And if the insurance company can get that grace from the state through law, they will do it, guys. That's what they want. That's their wish list. And on top of that, we see that the company itself, State Farm, has went up in value. They've gained $3 billion in revenue. They've increased it. Yet they're telling you, we can't afford to be there. Interesting.
Bach isn't the only one expressing frustration today. The state insurance commissioner said State Farm General's decision today raises serious questions about its financial situation, questions the company must answer to regulators. Commissioner Ricardo Lara says his office is working with regulators in State Farm's home state, Illinois, to get a fuller picture of the company's financial condition.
The overall results for the industry are looking better and better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hoping that Commissioner Lara's colleagues will pitch in and help him push back on State Farm's decision.
I really hope the commissioner can come in and just stick it to the insurance company and let them know that he means business and this, he won't accept it. They need to send letters out to those individuals that they were going to cancel and tell them, hey, not in our state. We're going to keep you on and we're not going to allow them to drop you like that. Hopefully he does that. You know, I really do hope the commissioner comes in and sets State Farm straight. You know, and just lets them know. That's what I would hope for you guys, for your commissioner in California. He would never, you know, choose State Farm over the citizens of California. He would never do that, right? Well, I mean, we got the response from the commissioner, and you know, he's with State Farm. Let's listen.
Insurance companies are not like utility companies. By law, they don't have to be here. And when we try to over-regulate, we'll see what happened after the Northridge earthquake, when the legislature came in and tried to over-regulate, and they no longer write earthquake insurance in California.
You heard his response. He's basically saying, there ain't nothing I can do, man. Hey, I mean, I'm just a commissioner, right? I'm just a commissioner. What can I do? State Farm, they cut a couple of people. Just a couple. There's nothing to be crazy about. I mean, we got to keep them in the state because if they get out of the state, then, you know, there will be no insurance in the entire state of California. That's basically what he's saying, guys. And this is what I'm saying at the end of the day. This is the reason why these companies aren't loyal. You shouldn't overpay. And you have to put you and your family first. Because look, this guy ain't taking care of you. Now, if you have been watching my videos previously, you saw this coming months and months. Maybe a year ago, you saw this coming when I started speaking about it. But regardless, you saw it coming and you probably moved on to another insurance company that gave you a better deal. So let's use this information that we have right here to make better financial decisions. No matter if you're buying a house, want to buy a house, or you're trying to get into a rental property, this information is what you need, guys. So hopefully you got value out of this. And as always, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get into your first rental property. Guys, you will love the information, and I promise you, the information you get from that video, it will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.